It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see the only two teams to meet in the Super Bowl 3 different times. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys under the lights on Monday night.
It's showtime, baby.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league. And we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
First and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. Give up the middle to Harris. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Dowdle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On the play fake, Dak. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Cook's able to pull that one in.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd and 11. operating from the gun. Here's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Again, Prescott to the air. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Now Prescott. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers are out to a 10-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Short kick taken just inside the 20. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. as they come up with 1st and 10. Prescott. Now he takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Dowdle. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
3rd and short. Prescott. A throw left side. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Russ. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now it's Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. Powering forward. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A first down throw for Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, here's 2nd and 3 to go. Cooks going in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Prescott again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw is Prescott. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Steelers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing again, Wilson. Now he'll run it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll take off again. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Here's Dak to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A give, and here comes Harris. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Off he goes. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. To throw again is Wilson. Second and 7. Again, Wilson. Into the hands of Pickens. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Dak to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll try to run for it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Another run here with Harris. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Give up the middle to Harris. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one downfield for Cooks.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense.
And he will score. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The visitors' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll give it to Harris again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston to punt for Pittsburgh. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. That's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll throw again. Dak. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night